YouTube and welcome back with me, Red Gamer. So joining me back on Felsbrun, as you can see, before I go anywhere. So what I want to do is I want to show you, have a quick tour around the farm. As you can see, my money has gone up. You're probably wondering how, why, what the hell's going on. Yeah. So whilst I was offline, I did a lot of work. Harvested some fields. Got all that sort of done, and then this happened. So we now have these. Obviously, I think you already seen these anyway. So I'll take a little quick tour around. So we have the silo now, big silo that we can put things either side to expand eventually. We obviously have the placeables as well, which I finally figured out how to work. You actually load or pour the stuff into these little troughs. The reason it didn't work last time was because they were actually covered by grass. That's why they didn't work last time. We have corn planted in this field. Well, all the fields are all corn. They do need ploughing. However, we are going to come to that very shortly because we are going to be expanding the fields. And we need to basically straighten up this edge because, as you can see, we've shuffled everything over. So we've moved everything over. We've got all the horses, brand new horses, because we sold all of them, hence why the money is so ridiculously high. So we've got brand new horses. We moved them all over as well. We've got obviously the chickens. We moved them from over the far part of that field there. And we have sheep. So we have sheep now as well. We have the one odd sheep in the back there. And then we have a bigger chicken coop, which they are all full. They are all maxed out with fully loaded animals, so we should be getting quite a lot from this. The grass we need to fix, so again we need to sharpen up the edges with a ploughing tool, replant the grass, just so we can obviously have a little bit of grass there to cut. But yeah, overall, not too bad. Like I say, the fields are planted, so it's just a matter of them to grow. And in fact, let's go. I'll show you quickly this way because it's probably easier to show you this way. So as you can see, this is what we've done. I've smoothed off this edge so it's no longer a cliff. So smoothed off that edge, tried to add a bit of a roady sort of thing there. Yeah, we just got to make sure that we obviously do the rest of the grass. So we've got to plough all the way up, all the way to about here, and then go all the way across. And then again, we cut into this field a little bit, so we've got to plough all the way down in a straight line, making sure that we get obviously the rest of that field in. And then what we're going to do, this field's going to stay like this anyway, just because of the grass at the top. However, this field, is going to be getting expanded. Not only is it going to be getting expanded at length, it's going to be going across a little bit, probably just about here, just so that they are separate fields. So going to go all the way along here, all the way to the road, and then going to go all the way around the road, all the way along again, and then back up to join there. And that is what we're going to expand the that field to, probably in this episode. So if that be the case, a few things that we need to do. One is we need to get the John Deere, because he's probably the only one strong enough to be able to do this. We need to attach the old plough, because we are not going to be using this thing because it's way too small. So the first thing we are going to do is actually just go and sell this plough. So we're going to head to the shop. I also filled up the silo. Took me the seed one. I haven't done the others yet because the first one, which was the seed one, took me absolutely forever to do, because it holds 200,000 litres. So as you can imagine, 1,000 litre bags. So I had to get 200 bags, and it took me freaking ages, absolutely ages. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there, jump out, I'm gonna sell this first thing. So 9,500, that's not actually that bad, so let's sell that. Then we're gonna jump into the store, let's get a plough, and then we're gonna, it depends what we can go for, but we can get this. We can also get this one, which is probably what I'm going to go for. It's a 6.2 meter wide one. Can't get the 10 meter wide, but that's okay. This one seems to be perfectly fine. I think this will be adequate for what we need. So yeah, if we go to, how much is this? 77. Yeah, we'll buy this. We do need it, so we may as well buy it. So yeah, we'll jump back into the John, and this should be able to pull it. We should be okay in pulling it. If it can't, then we'll have to upgrade and get a new tractor. But I'm thinking of doing that anyway. I think it might be the episode that it's either this episode or the next episode. We might be getting the Massey Ferguson, the big one, to replace obviously our current Massey Ferguson. Which, if we get the big one, then we'll have 400 horsepower, and yeah, it won't be an issue. I'm thinking of doing that probably this episode, maybe the next one. But yeah, the first thing we need to do is we need to actually go and start doing this field, start expanding it, and again putting that sharp edge back on that other field. But for now, let's just run time on a little bit. There we go. So if we go here-ish, zoom right out so I can see. Okay, so we go fold, undo this, so there we go. So now we're unfolded, so then we want to put you onto allow a field. Okay, and we want to lower. It should make a field. There we go. And let's go. This is actually about perfect as well, so we want to stay roughly about here. It's pretty much the gap that I want to keep, ideally. Once all the crops are done, we will plough all the fields. They do need ploughing because we need to plant oats for the horses, and we're going to plant probably oats and maybe some soybean as well. Probably just oats. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. But yeah, this seems to be working pretty nicely. Like I say, this is quite a wide plough, so we should be good. Can this turn? Good question. I don't know. I don't think it will be able to. It looks pretty static to me. But yeah, let's go to the full length for this field. The only thing with this is obviously it's going to be a bit staggered. So we want to go up there. Raise this up. So if we go round now, like I say, this is a pretty big machine. And then try and go, yeah, we do it. There we go. Try and do it, so we don't think we're going to be able to. So just have to do it here and then hope for the best. I don't mind if we go into that field a little bit, but I don't want to do it too much. I'm pretty much using that wheel as my guideline. As long as that stays roughly there. Let's zoom in so I can see it. We don't need to see all the way at the back. As long as that wheel stays roughly there, we should be good. And we should be getting most of this done. But yeah, it shouldn't take us too long to do the rest. And yeah, we expanding this field. I think this is much needed, definitely much needed, this expansion. I've wanted to do it for a very long time, and the farm is definitely sort of progressing very nicely. We are starting to see the money, definitely starting to see the money now. And again, like I say, the farm is progressing very, very nicely. So yeah, we should be able to get quite quite a bit. And then it's a shame we can't do like the front and then the back, like separately. Because obviously now you can see that in then diagonals. So it's a bit of a shame that you can't do them separately, like, but that's okay. We'll live with it. So if we go around about here, don't want to go on the road, so try and not do that. Lower there. Oop. Let's raise. Let's go round. I don't want to do the road, obviously. Don't want to have to. I don't want to plough the road in. So let's try and not plough the road as we do this. There we go. We're over a little bit more now. Should be good to just go across. Yeah, that's pretty good. Quite close to the road, which is pretty ideal. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe just to sharpen the edges a little bit. I'll do the roughly most of this with this one, and then maybe to sharpen the edges just a little bit. See if we, there we go. Oh, I don't think I can do the road anyway, maybe. Yeah, just to sharpen the edges a little bit, I might just get a... oops, I'm completely fucking stuck. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's go this way. Since it makes it easier for the plough to turn, it seems. There we go. Okay, let's go again. So yeah, to do the, like, to make it a little bit neater, like in a bit, what we're going to do is we're probably just going to get a, maybe just lease a smaller plough, just like just a very small plough, and then any bits that we missed, we can fill in with that one then, and then we can make the edges a little bit neater and stuff like that. So that should be better for us. So we do that, turn around again. Like I say, this shouldn't take too long. The plough is pretty big, so like I say, shouldn't take too long to do. Yeah, we should be pretty good. I don't, like I say, I don't know how we lift separately, separate parts of the plough. I don't know if the worker can do that either. It might not just be us, but I'm not 100% sure. If it is just us, then I have no idea how to do it. But yeah. Kick up. So as you can see, we are missing a little bits and bobs, but overall we're getting pretty much everything. So like I say, I'm not too fussed. Okie dokie, doing well. Raise there. And then we're going to go along this edge. We go along this edge here, like this. This should. Yeah, we might cut a bit of crop off here, but overall, we're going to be doing this field anyway after this, so I don't mind losing out a little bit of crop for this turn, or this this harvest season. We can speed up time a little bit as well. No reason why we can't. Do 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 do. Okay. And we're going to go last little bit. And then, yeah, this is quite a big expansion to this field, I would say. And again, we haven't really, the John Deere doesn't really have an issue pulling it whatsoever. But yeah, I'd say this is quite a big expansion, so this should get us a relatively decent amount of yield more per field, or per this field anyway. I was tempted to just link field 18 and 19 together. The only thing with that is though, is obviously we'll limit ourselves a little bit on what we can, obviously you want the crops to all, obviously in the same field, to all be the same. So we would limit ourselves a little bit. That's the only thing with doing it like that. Okay, let's go. But yeah, we would limit ourselves because you want obviously the same field to have one crop. Which if it was one gigantic field, then obviously you'd want obviously all of it to be the same crop. So the only thing with that is obviously we would be limiting ourselves, whereas this way, at least we can then have 3 separate fields of whatever the hell we want. Basically, that's the idea of it anyway. And then last little bit, again we'll just do a little figure of 8. We might not need to lease anything actually after all, which would be ideal. We might be able to finish just doing these little last bits. Okay, that's fine. And let's see if we can capture these little bits here, these little whispers. With the front one, because if we can capture them with the front one, then we should be good. With the back one, there you go. And then all we've got to do is head up to the other end of the field and just make sure we, there's a little tiny bit there as well. We don't want to miss anything, so there we go. And it's Spazdals again. Yeah, we just want to head up this way just to make sure that we didn't miss anything in the middle on this end, which I don't think we did. Oh no, yeah we did. Can we move a little bit faster, please? Stop being a monk. Cool. Yeah. Okay, that'll have to do. Does this fold, I wonder? I don't think it does. I think it just stays this length. It's going to be questionable to where the hell we're going to actually store it. It does fold, but it like folds straight. That's okay. Right, that's pretty much that done. We can do these bits though. Whoa. Because it has a habit. We might be able to just cultivate there though. I don't know. Because we need to do these bits, but we might be able to just cultivate it. I'm hoping we can just cultivate it. So we'll see. We'll just get the cultivator and we'll see if we can just cultivate it. It might be a lot easier that way. I've installed a mod as well that allows me to pick up bales because it's really, really hard to pick up certain items. Right, where the hell are we going to store this thing? So as you can see, we've smoothed off all the sides, so they are a little bit better than they were before. But yeah, we've got to figure out where we're going to store this. I'm going to say around the back here, because we're not going to need it that often. We're going to need it for when we do, obviously, the fields coming up, but other than that, that's about it, really. Okay, so if we grab the Massey, the question is, if we sold the Massey, would be how much would we, one, get for it, two, would we, I'm just going to give it back to Etty, I don't really care. So let's see if we can sell this and then see if we can get the big Massey. I do like this though. This has been a very good tractor for us. It has done 23 hours though now, so he is old. It's definitely worked hard for us. I'm not going to clean it because they can do it. The shop can do it themselves. But yeah, it's been a very good tractor. Can't recommend this tractor enough. It has worked very hard. Unfortunately for him, it's just time for him to go. So 64,910 we can get for it. That's what engine, 280 engine. We're going from a 280 engine to, so if we sell him, yeah, yes, okay. And then we want to go to the shop and then get the next Massey Ferguson. I think we're going to get a Massey. See, that's the thing. We could get a Massey, which is this one, the 8700 series, and that allows us to get 400 horsepower, which is really good for 300,000. Alternatively, we might be able to afford a Challenger, and that has 492,000 horsepower, but that is 422. But this thing will be able to pull pretty much anything in the game. This is like late game sort of stuff, so this can pull like pretty much anything, and then when we upgrade it, it can upgrade to like 500, 646 power, like horsepower, which is incredibly powerful. So I'm thinking maybe we just go for this. Yeah, I don't see why not. We have the money. This will then last us until the end of the game, or until the end of whenever we want to basically get rid of it. But I'm thinking maybe something like that, because that would be very good. Yeah, I think we should go for that. The T9's pretty good, so 462. So these again are late game stuff. But I don't know, I like the Challenger though, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna do it. Let's go. Yes, go on. Okay, we bought it. Oh my god. Right. We just spent so much money. Okay, so let's go check him out, I guess, since we just bought him. Okay. This is a very powerful tractor. We shouldn't have an issue pretty much with anything. We are limiting ourselves now with speed, but this should be able to pull pretty much everything in the game. The inside of the tractor is pretty nice, pretty standard stuff. Not entirely sure what that is on the top right. Looks like a field sort of layout, but it won't make any difference for us. It looks like this crop has grown, so I'm just going to skip down a second. And yeah, let's park him up. Let's jump out of him. Let's go get into the John Deere, and we should be able to fertilize these fields. Okay, we've only got 1690 though, but that should hopefully be enough to do these fields. Yeah, we should have enough to do these fields. Maybe you need to fill it up, but we'll see. We'll see. We shouldn't destroy any crops as well, not on the first pass anyway. Not at this stage of growing. So if we just automate this, like so. And then let's jump into our new tractor. And yeah, what we want to do is we're going to take the seeder back. In fact, how much is a new seeder? That's something we need. We're going to look into because we want to get one that fertilizes at the same time. The one I was personally looking at was this one. However, we don't need to go for something this small anymore. We can physically go for something like this, or even maybe not that one, but we could go for something like this now, which has a 18-meter wide thing. We would need to buy this though, so we're basically looking at 310,000 for both of these. So obviously ours is not going to sell, or ours is 67,000, which is still pretty good. Yeah, that's still pretty good overall. So 67, which means we need to make basically another 200, which I can just do it on a loan, because we only have 100,000 loan now. So I think we might just do that, because we can always repay the loan back like pretty quickly. We've been repaying the loan back pretty quickly, like the last. So if I just control and then control I, not enough space. Okay, control I, not enough space. I, there you go. So we just emptied this. So if we take this back to the shop, get this sold, we'll take a loan out, and then whatever we make on the crop when that is ready, the crop can then, I mean this shouldn't really be pulling it to the shop, but we'll use it for now since we've not used it yet. But yeah, when the crop's ready, we'll whatever money we make on the crop, we will put straight back into repaying off the loan. So yeah, we should be okay. And then once we sold this, get the new one, we're going to end the episode there. So, not long now, if we just pop this here, like, boop, there you go. Jump out. There we go. 81,000 we got for that, that's great. So, if we go to you, we want to go, oh no, we want to go to 120,000 we got for all together now. So we don't need to get a loan out as much as we were going to go. But if we go borrow to 100, 300 and say 320, because then that'll give us a little bit of leeway if we want to buy, or if we need to get any like more fertilizer or anything. And then if we go to seeder, and then let's get the, let's get you. So you, buy, yes. And then we need to get the seeder for it. You, buy, yes. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure they do both. That does both. Yeah, it does. Great. I had thought of images. It wasn't going to then. Okay, there we go. Let's get these connected. Seed, not a problem, but I do need to make a run with a fertilizer. I need to get an auger, ideally, because if I get an auger, oh, shut up. You can clearly see I'm reversing. Oh, I can't see a thing. Nope, apparently not. I can't see anything. Oh, wait. This is so confusing. This way. Yep. It's done it again. Let's go this way. Can we just connect, please? Come on. Anytime today. Maybe it's the other way round. If I'm honest, that kind of makes sense. So, if I go to that, why would that thing be getting pulled over freshly sowed field? That doesn't make any sense at all. So let's connect you. Oh, Let's go that way. It's very confusing when you're looking at it from above. But it's the only way I can see both items. So, wrong way. No, no, no. Let's try that again. There we go. Right, at least I'm going the right way this time, kinda. Oh, yeah, completely missed that one. Okay, come on, come on. Line it up, line it up. There it is. Connect. Boom. Thank God. Okay, and we're going to end the episode there. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see everyone in the next episode. Bye-bye for now.